Another day, another story. Over the past few decades, the relationship among business, influencers, and consumers has undergone a significant transformation. Today, it's hard to imagine a world without influencers, social media, and the internet, but these things are relatively new in the grand scheme of things. Let us take a look at the history of this relationship and how it has evolved over time. In the early days of advertising and marketing, things were simple due to less or no involvement of computer technology and IT. Businesses would produce a product, create an advertisement, and then broadcast that advertisement to as many people as possible, mostly using print media. In the 1950s and 60s, television advertising became the dominant form of advertising, and companies would pay large sums of money for a 30-second spot during prime time. The focus was on creating a message that would resonate with the masses, rather than targeting specific individuals. In the 1980s, the rise of cable television and niche publications allowed advertisers to target specific demographics more effectively. However, it wasn't until the rise of the internet and social media in the late 1990s and early 2000s that the relationship among business, influencers, and consumers began to change in a significant way. Social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter allowed individuals to build large followings by sharing their thoughts, opinions, and experiences. These individuals, known as influencers, began to have a significant impact on consumer behavior, particularly among younger generations. In response, businesses began to take notice of influencers and started to incorporate them into their marketing strategies. Initially, businesses would pay influencers to promote their products on social media, but as the relationship between influencers and consumers grew stronger, businesses began to collaborate with influencers in more meaningful ways. Some businesses would give influencers creative control over a product or a campaign, allowing them to develop content that resonated with their audience. Nowadays, the relationship among business, influencers, and consumers is more complex than ever before. Influencers are no longer just promoting products, but are also working with businesses to develop new products and services. Consumers are no longer just passive recipients of advertising messages, but are actively engaging with businesses and influencers on social media, providing feedback and shaping the direction of products and campaigns. It is important to assess the power of influencers, how they impact consumer behavior. In today's digital age, influencers have become an increasingly important part of marketing strategies for businesses. But what exactly are influencers, and how do they influence consumer behavior? Another FAQ is, who are influencers and why do they matter? The answer is, influencers are individuals who have built a following on social media, typically through their content and expertise in a particular niche. They can range from mega celebrities to micro-influencers with a few thousand followers. Businesses partner with influencers to reach their target audience and increase brand awareness. Consumers trust influencers because they provide genuine recommendations and a sense of authenticity. They've built a relationship with their followers and have the power to influence their purchasing decisions. Let us see, how do influencers influence consumer behavior? How do they actually influence consumer behavior comes down to psychology. Proof of its connection to psychology is the idea that people look to others to guide their decision-making. When an influencer recommends a product, their followers are more likely to trust that recommendation and make a purchase. Similarly, the authority and expertise that influencers have in their niche can make their recommendations more persuasive. And likability plays a role too. Consumers are more likely to buy from someone they like and relate to. Successful influencer campaigns can lead to increased sales, brand awareness, and customer loyalty. But working with influencers isn't without its challenges. Means, what do businesses need to know about working with influencers? They need to carefully consider the influencers they work with, set clear expectations and guidelines, and measure the success of their campaigns. And also need to be aware of the risks, such as influencer fraud and lack of authenticity. Despite challenges, working with influencers can be a highly effective marketing strategy when done right. Influencers have eventually become a powerful force in the world of marketing, and understanding their impact on consumer behavior is essential for businesses. By partnering with the right influencers and building strong relationships, businesses can reach new audiences and achieve their marketing goals. Now, relationship among business, influencers, and consumers has come a long way since the early days of advertising and marketing. Today, businesses must engage with influencers and consumers on a much deeper level to succeed in a highly competitive marketplace. The rise of social media and the internet has given consumers more power than ever before, and businesses must adapt to this new reality if they want to succeed. As we look to the future, it's clear that the relationship among business, influencers, and consumers will continue to evolve, and those who adapt quickly will be the most successful. Thank you for watching.